I wanted to show you something also really cool with the camera. If you hit N, the letter N is in Nancy, it will pull out your transform tools to the side just the same way that you would just grab that little arrow and pull it out. N does that. Click on this view tab right here, and there is a lock camera to view button. I'm very excited about this. What that means is that as I'm moving around, whatever I do, like I normally would do with my mouse and my cursor to get wherever I want to be, I can close this up. If I grab this hand, whatever it is I'm doing, my camera is locking to the view. So I don't know if you're as excited as I am about discovering that little treat. I'm thrilled. So get your camera set up to the view that you want so easily now. Render properties, output properties, view layer properties. Let's go to output properties. If you have the resolution at 100%, it will take longer to render. I'm going to go ahead and decrease mine to 50% so that it doesn't take as long to render. Okay, making sure that my start frame and my end frame 1 to 40. I'm at 24 frames per second, which is great. And then it's going to give me the option to tell it where I want to output it. If you're familiar with exporting, it's a similar concept where you have to tell it where to send it. So you're going to click on your little folder right here, and you've got to find your way to your wherever it is that you save your 3D animation. So I've got mine here. And I'm going to put this in my bouncing ball. Going to name this, okay? You got to name things properly. So I'm going to name it with my first and last name. I'm going to call it bouncing ball, and it will automatically save it the way that it's supposed to, but I'm just going to go ahead and click accept, and that's how it's going to output it. The file format needs to change. So this is not going to be a ping. A ping is an image file, and what we want to do is create an animation, an MP4. So we can go to this MPEG video here, FF MPEG video, and click there, okay? And we're not done yet. Next, we're going to look at this encoding right here. You have to click that little triangle to get the drop-down menu for it. It says container. We're going to pick a container. The container is going to be MPEG-4. This is correct, the H.264. You can do your output quality the very highest if you want to. I'm just going to go ahead and put medium quality because I don't want it to take forever. Okay, so once you have that set up, then you're going to go to render just like you did to render an image, and instead of rendering the image, you're going to render the animation. So you'll click there, and notice it's kind of small, but it is rendering it frame by frame. Now if I'd done it 100% in high quality, it would take even longer to render than it is right now. Okay, so it's done. So here it is, going to be in my bouncing ball folder. It's the Rachel Girot bouncing ball. It's got frames 1 through 40. Let's double click on this. And it only played it one time. Ooh, what if I want that to bounce for more than just the one time? What do I do? I'm going to click down here on my little timeline player, and I'm going to scroll. And when I scroll, that enlarges my timeline so I can see it a little bit better. And I want to make it so that they go all the way to the end, 240. So I'm going to just click and drag and select the keyframes. Actually, I'm going to start here in the middle and go to 40. And so I know if this one starts at 19 and I have to go to 40, the next one is going to hit Control C to copy them. And I'm going to go down to the 60 mark because after 40 comes 60, right? Counting by 20s. And I'm going to hit 59 because remember I want it to start one below 60. So then click on that little 59, that little blue mark, and hit Control V, and it will paste those keyframes right there. And notice it pasted all the way up to 80. So next we're going to go up to 100, and we don't want 100, we want 99, just one below it. click here and hit Control V and paste those keyframes there. Placed one at 120, and now we go to 140. 139 is one below that. Control V. Expected a number. Whoops. Control V. There it goes. Okay, it ends at 160. So next we're going to go up to 180. So 179 is one below that. And hit enter. Click on the blue part and then Control V to paste it. And sometimes it's a little wonky, but if I just hit Control V one more time, it's working okay. 220 is going to be my next, so 219, hit enter, and then Control V to paste, and that ends at 240. Oh my goodness, if everything's okay, let's take this back to 1, and let's start at the beginning, and let's see if our animation works. It's working beautifully. Okay, so now we can go ahead and animate the 240 frames. So we'll go over here to the output properties, and if you want to try it at 100%, if you thought that, oh, that wasn't too bad, I could probably do 100, then go ahead and try 100%. Let's see. You're probably going to be saving it the same, and I will, yeah, I'm just going to save over the old one, keep the name the same FFmpeg video, container MPEG-4 under encoding, H.264, and medium quality is probably okay. I could try high quality and see the difference that it makes in the amount of time that it takes to render it. Okay, so once I have everything set up, I'm just going to come over here to render, and I'm going to render animation. Okay, so that took significantly longer, having 240 frames and doing it at maximum capacity. I'm going to X out of this, and let's go into my folder and find it. Oh, it renamed it, so which one is it? Here it goes. This one's from 1 frame to 240 frames. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. And now let's press play. Check that out. Woohoo, guys. So easy to make a nice animation. You can do it, and I think you can even repeat and just have it on your screen repeating forever and all time and eternity. And you can say, I did that. So I've got the animation, and what you're going to be doing is submitting that to the Dropbox. Okay, so submit the MP4 to the Dropbox, and then remember that screenshot that you took when you rendered just the image itself. You're going to post that to the Google side so everybody can kind of just get a little glimpse of what you're doing. And I will also just quickly show you how to make a YouTube video out of your animation so that you can share that too. I'll do that in another video. So this will be the end of this tutorial.